one knife. That's all you need. Hello, my lovely monsters. I'm Fasa the Chimera, and I've returned with a hot new build for the Hunter. Spread scorch like crazy and cause cascading ignitions. Let's get to it. Part 1. The weapon. We're using the exotic solar scout rifle Polaris Lance. This comes with the perk, the Perfect Fifth. Precision hits return ammo to the magazine, landing 4 precision hits loads a delayed solar explosive round that scorches targets on your next shot. Last season, this was the king of primaries, and because of the new solar mods, it's pretty damn strong this time around too. We also have the catalyst, which is Dragonfly. Precision kills create an elemental damage explosion, which means you get an explosion inside the explosion. Neat. Part 2. The armor. We're wearing the exotic gauntlets Caliban's hand. This comes with the perk Roast 'em. Your proximity knife scorches targets it damages with its explosion, or ignites targets on final blow. After throwing a proximity knife, you gain increased melee regeneration until the knife explodes. With these puppies, you'll be able to do some pretty fun stuff. Trust me, you're gonna love this. Part 3. Class Mods. We're on the Gunslinger, of course. For the super, use whatever you like, but I like Blade Barrage. For the dodge, use Gamblers to get your melee back. For the melee, proximity knife to synergize with our arms. And for the grenade, I'd use the Incendiary to heavily scorch targets. For our aspects, first up is On Your Mark. Precision final blows grant you and nearby allies increased weapon handling and reload speed for a short duration, stacks 3 times. This is here to give us 3 fragment slots, but the other things are nice too. Next up is Knock 'em Down. Your solar supers are enhanced. Blade Barrage launches more projectiles, while Radiant final blows with your equipped throwing knife fully refunds your melee energy. This buffs our super and gives us our knife back if you know what you're doing. Moving to our fragments, first up is Ember of Searing. Defeating scorched targets grants melee energy and creates a fire spike, plus 10 to recovery. We'll have a lot of scorch, so we might as well use that to make the fire spike to give us grenade energy back. Next up is Ember of Ashes. You apply more scorch to targets. This leads to faster ignitions. Next, Ember of Char. Your ignition spreads scorch to affected targets, plus 10 to discipline. This keeps spreading scorch, which feeds our melee and leads to more ignitions. It's wonderful. Next, Ember of Torches. Your powered melee attacks against combatants make you and nearby allies radiant, minus 10 to discipline. Radiant is always useful, and it lets Polaris Lance deal with barrier champions. And because of the ignitions, it can deal with unstoppable champions as well. Finally, we have Ember of Solace. Radiant and restoration effects applied to you have increased duration. This lets us stay radiant for longer, which is nice in harder content. Moving the artifact mods, we want Elemental Siphon to make more fire sprites, Counter Energy to give us more ability energy when you stun a champion, Radiant Orbs to get radiant and maintain it for longer, Solar Fulmination to buff our ignitions and cause that cascading effect I was talking about earlier, and finally, Shield Crush to buff our grenades when you're radiant. As always, use whatever fits your playstyle and the content you're running. Moving to our armor mods, on the head, hands-on for super energy, and whatever siphon mods apply for orb generation. On the arms, heavy-handed for orb generation, then momentum transfer and impact induction to get ability energy. On the chest, 2 charged up mods for more armor charges. On the legs, 2 solar surge mods to buff our weapon damage and recuperation to get health back from an orb. Finally, on the class item, Bomber for more grenade energy and 2 powerful attraction mods to slurp up orbs from a distance. When these pieces come together, you get a build that leads to ignitions, perpetual ignitions. It's pretty fun, and it's pretty effective if you ask me. But I have talked about the most important mini Destiny build. Part 4, the fashion. This is the outfit, and I really dig it this time. I mean it. I used the ornament for the arms, and I wanted to match the vibe, so I used the Thunderhead chest and legs to have as many knives as possible. Then I used the First Ascent cloak with the Hardened Basilisk helmet to finish off the Deadly Knife Specialist vibe. Then I cutted everything in the Horizon Beyond shader to make it dark, but give it some color as well. And that purple visor looks pretty damn good too. I think the outfit looks sleek, stunning, sharp. Kind of like the build if you think about it. Henceforth, this build will be known as the Perfect Hand, because with little luck and the flick of your wrist, you leave all in attendance hot under the collar. So, that's the build. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you like the build? Do you like the outfit? Do you have any suggestions? Tell me, I want to hear them. If you don't know what to say, how about knife trick? That feels appropriate. If you want more of my builds, I have a playlist right here. And if you want some lore to pass the time or fall asleep to, I have a playlist right here. So feel free to check those out. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Welcome, and I hope you enjoy your stay. If you do me a favor and steal the subscribe button's identity, that would be awesome. I'm Fasa the Super Chimera. I hope you have a joyous day, despite the world trying to tear you down. I will see all of you beautiful monsters next time.